But you see, Michael would never quit. No matter what was going on, he would not quit. I remember talking to numerous opponents through this whole year in my interviewing process, and they said, here was the thing. No matter what the score was, no matter how little time there was left in the game, he said, we were always scared to death. Because with Michael, he was going to keep coming at you and would never quit. The only thing that would terminate the game was the clock going off. He said that's the only thing that would end. And he said only at that point could we take a deep breath and relax knowing we might have won a ball game. Boy, I love that kind of drive. You know, you just are going to tunnel through issues. You're going to pole vault all over them. You're going to tunnel your way down underneath them, but you're just not going to quit. The owner of our team in Orlando is Rich DeVos, the co-founder of the Amway organization. And Rich made an interesting statement. He said, perseverance, he said, is stubbornness with a purpose. In other words, you got a reason for hanging in there. You don't just hang in foolishly, but you stick with it because you see the finished product, you see the goal, and you just want it so badly, you're not going to quit. You probably have heard that story about Michael at Laney High School in Wilmington as a sophomore in high school. That was the year right before Thanksgiving. The varsity rosters were posted outside the locker room. Michael went down to check, and his name was not on it. He had not made the varsity. I interviewed that JV coach who said to me it was no big deal. He said no sophomore had ever made the varsity. But in Michael's mind, he had been cut. Oh, he was destroyed. He studied that list, looked at it up and down, alphabetically, every which way. His name was not there. And he went home, spent that weekend in tears up in his room. Finally, his mother, Dolores, said, Michael, you're going to have to make some decisions here, decide what you want to do, and go on with it. Well, Michael reported to the JV team, had a terrific year. At the end of that sophomore year, Michael went to the varsity coach and asked if he could ride on the bus with the varsity to the state tournament. The coach said no, but they finally negotiated it out, and they allowed Michael to go with the varsity if he agreed to carry the uniforms for the varsity players into the gym. That's how he got on the bus. That summer, after his sophomore year, an interesting thing happened. Michael grew 6 inches. Now, keep in mind, the late James Jordan was about 5'9". Mother Dolores is about 5'6". Brother Larry is 5'8". Michael grew 6 inches. His father said it was as if Michael willed himself to grow to 6'6". And it's a good thing he did. And it's a good thing he didn't quit. In fact, Derek Jeter, the Yankee shortstop, said, if Michael Jordan had quit in the 10th grade, he said they never would have named a shoe after him.